Hi leaders, thanks for watching this weekly connect for our second week in our Summer of Science theme. It has been so awesome so far. The decorations turned out awesome. Thank you all for coming out and helping us. Last weekend, just hearing the parents talk about the decorations and talking about the excitement that was in the air, and you guys just crushed this theme. Like, I just loved seeing all of the teachers, all of you, so excited to be there and just really embracing this new wow factor that we're gonna do. And it's just been amazing so far. So thank you so much. Keep up the energy. And this week we're gonna move on and we're gonna be in Acts 27. So if you're the storyteller, you're gonna be telling about Paul's shipwreck. So you're gonna start for when he was arrested, and then he spent 2 years in jail, and finally he gets to go to Rome to defend himself against these accusations. So, and in order to go to Rome, he has to get on a ship, right? And so then, of course, the storm comes. So you're the storyteller. You have pictures of a storm, you have pictures of a ship on a storm, and you have pictures of the ship actually shipwrecked at the end. You also have all of your Bible teachings. Actually, the words from the Bible are all in red, ready for you. You can tell that story however it works best for you, but what we're really getting across to the kids is that God's power is just so awesome. He is just so powerful. And there might have been this plan that he asked Paul to tell the people, to warn the people about going in the boat, going in the ship and continuing their journey, and they didn't listen to Paul. And so then God showed his glory and his grace, really, and mercy, and said, all right, none of you are going to die, even though you didn't listen to me and my person who I sent to you. None of you are going to die, but we need to run aground, and all of us will survive. So don't, just have peace of heart, have that hope that I'm giving to you. So, and we're just talking about how, how powerful the waters are and the waves, but God controls all of that. He's the most powerful. He created everything, and he is in control of everything. So going along with our ship and the shipwreck and floating and everything, when you go back to your classroom, we will have you this week do an experiment. So you're going to have your questions, your review questions, so you can make sure that kids understood the story. So you're going to have that as always. You're going to have your prayer time as always. If you have time to get to that, make sure to pray with the kiddos. And then you're going to have your science experiment. So last week we did an experiment. It was kind of an experiment, excuse me, an experiment as well as a craft. But this week it's going to be kind of all you. So you'll have a table set up in the front. You'll have a carrot, and then you will have some salt, and you'll have a glass of water that's about 3/4 filled with water. Okay, and then of course you're gonna have a spoon to make the salt part easier, so you can show the kids as you add salt a little bit at a time. So here's your water. You're gonna drop the carrot in, and the carrot's gonna sink to the bottom, right? It sinks to the bottom. It just lays there on the bottom because the carrot is more dense than the water and the water molecules. So now we're gonna add some more molecules to this water by adding salt. So now there's gonna be water molecules and salt molecules inside. So just do it a spoonful at a time so the kids can see what's happening as the salt's getting added. You can stir it up a bit just so they can see. You can also wait until the cloudiness goes away. But you can see that the carrot's starting to move. He's kind of on his side. He's not completely down on the bottom. But let's add more salt. Let's get some more molecules in there and see if we can change the density of this water. So I put half a scoop more in. And what's going on? Oh, now he went, I was going to say he went all the way to the top. Sometimes he floats in the middle. So now he's floating in the middle. You can continue to add salt until it's all the way at the top. Obviously, this is really hard to see. Maybe, well, when he moves around, you can see it. I don't know why I've decided this carrot is a boy, but I guess he's a he to me. Anyways, so you'll just do that, and then you'll talk about that, and then you'll talk about the awesomeness of science and how God is in control of all of it, and relate it to Paul. His ship was going to go down. It was getting bombarded with water and storm, and when ships go down, when ships get filled with water, they go down, they sink to the ground. And so he was going to be lost at the bottom of the ocean, but God's power was so much more than the ocean, the seas, the storm that he created, that God created. So that's the point we're getting across to the kiddos. So That's it for this week. I hope this helps you in planning and preparing. It's a fairly simple week as far as our experiments go. They might get a little bit more difficult for you as the weeks go by, so you probably don't even need to practice this one, but maybe next week you'll have to practice. So thank you so much for all you do for our kiddos, and we will see you next week. Happy teaching.